Hello, everybody. It's a big honor for me to being among you after a long time of COVID. You have seen a lot of progress in technologies, and its growth is very fast. Ray Kurzweil, a scientist, calculated 20 years ago about growth of technology. And he predicted that it's not linear, it's exponential. And in 2040, we will have parabolic growth of technology and very fast growth. We have seen a lot of new technologies these days. Also, we have seen about metaverse and a lot of things. But what is the big picture? What is the big picture of this growth? Where is the target? Where are we going? With this speed and with this fast growth of technology, where are we going? In 2007, I was writing a book about future, about uploading brains to computer. And uh, my question at that time was this: is it possible we live in some places like Matrix? Is it real? Can we upload our brains to computer and live for there forever in some place like heaven, some like paradise? And I went deep in neural network and a lot of these things, and I find out that not only we are very close, not only it is possible, but also it is very close to that, because our brain, each neuron is very similar to and OR gates. If you have some experience about the electronic circuits, you will find out that it is very similar. And for example, scientist says that if each neuron is just a biological computer, a little bit weaker than one computer, but we have 100 billion neurons in our brain, and each brain has input like gates, like electronic gates, input, process, and output. And imagine during I'm talking with you, so we are a biological machine. Any information come to our brain, change to electrochemical impulses, go to my brain. There's process out in there, and output again is electrochemical, and go back to our muscles, tongue, and everything. So we are electrochemical machine. And if some devices, some robots, for example, change one by one my neurons with artificial one, I will still work, and gradually, if change it all of my brain to artificial neurons, still I'm here and I'm talking with you. And by this imagination, we can see that, okay, what is the main goal? Maybe in all religions, we see, okay, after death, we go to paradise, living someplace very beautiful, utopia. Technology is gradually doing that. And the long target of technology is this. Maybe utopia will be inside computers, because there is a lot of resources, and we don't have lack of resources. And we see the track. Now gradually we see that, okay, something is coming. Metaverse is coming. But metaverse is very just beginning, just a starter, just very like caricature of the world that in future human beings want to go. And as you know, metaverse is the 3D place that some companies try to make social media 3D, and we can do business there. We can have social media connections, social connections there, and we can have our office there. But it is just beginning. It is, as I mentioned, it is just a caricature of that big picture. Human being is gradually going that. Maybe you think that, okay, what about soul? What about consciousness? In that book, I explained what is consciousness, how we can how we can make some robots that feel consciousness inside them, how we can make cars, when they have accident, they cry, they feel pain. What is pain? What is qualia? But we just started from here. We thought that in a lot of religions, imagination about, our expectation about paradise maybe is this, but we are still here. And I don't know why this NFTs grew up suddenly, but still we are here. Okay, what is the side effects of this revolution? As I mentioned, a human being is gradually immigrating to virtual world, gradually. And in this virtual world, we will have a lot of new problems, new questions. What about ownership? When we are 0 and 1, so you can copy your personality. For example, there will be a lot of Ali Mizani in that virtual world. Maybe I don't like to have a lot of Ali Mizani there. NFT technology is just beginning for that we can have one single Ali Mizani in that virtual world. So ownership and personality will be fixed. Another of my questions in that book was about power. What will happen to centralized powers? For example, if some scientist or the company that uploaded our brain to computer says, hey, okay, I have full control on you, I'm your God, I generated you, worship me, or I will change your paradise to hell. What will happen to this? At that time, it was my big question, and I didn't know, in 2007, it was before Bitcoin, I didn't know that what is the answer for this. But now I know the answer. Decentralized. The paradise will be decentralized, it will be open source, so there will be decentralized power. So the main goal of blockchain revolution after money, after gold, is power. And it is the next step. What will happen to gold? My question at that time was this. Okay, imagine this is a piece of gold. And we are in some place like Matrix. And you can very easily copy this, paste, you have a lot of gold. And in 2013, I found out Bitcoin at that time. One of my friends told me, okay, there is something by the name of Bitcoin that you cannot copy it with blockchain technology. And I found out that, okay, this is the technology for future. At that time, I bought Bitcoin. It was $180. And what will happen to money? Let me first explain about gold. 5 years ago, price of gold passed price of each ounce of price of Bitcoin passed each ounce of gold. So it shows that, okay, human being is gradually immigrating to virtual world. But first, we send our gold to the virtual world. And after that, we follow this gold and we will go to virtual world. Now, Bitcoin price is around 38. 1 year ago, it was more than $60,000. 1 kilogram gold is $60,000. 1 kilogram gold, 1 Bitcoin. And very soon, in next years, Bitcoin will pass that price also and will go up also. And there are a lot of reasons about purchase power of dollar, but the main reason is this. So the main thing that causes all of these things, give value to Bitcoin, make this business bigger. One part, yes, was because of purchase power of dollar and a lot of other fiat monies, but the main reason is this immigration. A lot of logarithmic regressions show that Bitcoin price will grow up. Some people say that it will be $1 million in 2030. Also, we had some logarithmic regression about Bitcoin price, and we found out very interesting things because we had logarithmic regression for total market cap and we saw that Bitcoin price will grow up in long future. I asked my data scientists to continue to it to 2050. You know, when you have 70% accurate data, you can have just 30% accurate predictions. But I asked my data scientists to continue to 2050, and we saw that Bitcoin price will be huge amount of price at that time. And it is not just because of US dollars going down, it will be against China yuan, or also euro. So this shows that, this shows another things. Okay, there may be two reasons for this. One reason is purchase power of fiat money, is they are going down. But another reason is, you know, we are gradually immigrating to virtual world, and everything will be digitized. So it is very important to understand this. If this happens, power of governments will go down. So there is another phenomena by the name of universal governance. It will happen. You know, in my opinion, borders are ugliest painting we can draw on this beautiful world. So gradually, in Europe, this happened, and borders are weakened. But in long future, this will happen to all world. And maybe this chart show that government's power gradually will go down, and other phenomena will come up also. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.